Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 2 with the Byzantine mod. We are here in 1941, and we are in a decent position, but we're also in a pretty bad position at the same time. At least for defense, it's not too bad, but I would like to increase my defenses. The problem right now we are facing is that we are surrounded by Axis. We're pretty much surrounded by all three members of the alliance, of every alliance. Surrounded by the Axis, by Italy, Germany, Hungary, and Romania. We are also surrounded by the Soviets. We're got the Persians on our ass. Thankfully, they haven't declared war just yet. I don't think they will, though. I don't think they're that stupid. We also have Iraq and the British of the Allies on us too. So all three major alliances have been are surrounding us right now. So I think in this point, I think we might be forced to choose an alliance. I don't think the Comintern is going to choose us. No, they're done with us. Let's get going real quick. And I think I'm not sure if Germany's going to choose us either. I gotta find that one out. Oh, alright. I actually finished Lost to the West by Lars Brownworth, and he made a really fitting ending. In the end, he made a poetic ending of the Byzantine Empire, in which eventually the Latin and the Greek that were at Constantinople on that very fateful night of May 29th, 1453. At least on that very day, I should say. In which they stood shoulder to shoulder, listened to Constantine XI speak, and were very moved by what he had to say. And it also mentioned that they eventually shook hands, and it seemed like at that moment in time it was kind of a symbolic gesture between the East and West, which kind of showed I guess for one night, a unified kind of Roman Empire that would eventually collapse at Constantinople. Yeah. Alright. And let's see, where can I deploy him? I want to deploy him. Let's deploy him here. Because they have no real defense here. Alright. Deploy them there. There we go. And he also made it a very poetic ending on the sense of the way the Byzantine Empire ended. How it started by a Constantine, which is Constantine the Great, and it ended with the Constantine XI. Not only that, but he made the point that the Constantine that he had, the Constantine XI, had a Justinian by his side, which made that much more of a fitting end. Alright, so now we got the death of Ionius Medicus. And he passed away on January 29th, 1941. That was kind of a historical event. Well, I don't think that's not really historical in the vanilla version, but he did die around that time. Or at that time. And he was a nationalist who oversaw the return of Greece, dealt with a civil war, and began a Byzantine re-expansion into the Balkans. Medicus was succeeded by Alexandros Kourousis. And there we go. And what does he have to offer? Not too much. Alright. Now I'm trying to figure out. Let's see. Okay, so Japan had the US oil embargo. That probably will symbolize a US entry into the war. Surprisingly, the Germans haven't gone to war with the Soviets just yet. Will they? I'm not sure. I think because Yugoslavia was taken out, that might either screwed up the German AI, in which either I would have to manually trigger it, or the Soviets would have to go after him. And if the Soviets go after him, Germany's pretty much done. Let's see, what do I want to do? I want to... What is my mountain infantry upgraded? Which, that reminds me, I do need to upgrade a lot of my 41 divisions now. And I can. So let's do that right now. Let's get all those guys upgraded. Maybe, probably, no, not maybe, probably. Alright. And then, basic hospital, improved hospital, now until 45. Alright. I still got until 42 for these other land tax. Fair enough. Those are a little more than halfway done. I should research this to kind of increase my research modifier by 5% more. Alright. See there, not much of advance into Egypt by the Italians. They're kind of at a stalemate. And there's our basic hospital system. Alright. Let's get deep logistics going. Skill 5, skill 6. I think, yeah, I think Constantinople University is going to be the better one out of that. Alright, there we go. So it's Constantinople University. And you can see how nicely divided China is right now. Oh, divided by the Japanese and the Chinese cliques. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, folks. I'm still in a little bit of pain. Actually, my entire mouth is in pain due to the fact that I got a bad gum infection right now. Let's see. You can see the Italians are moving south, so they're leaving their northern border defenseless, in a way. Even, I could probably smash through that easily. I can smash through Germany easily, too. Oh, I still got a 53% chance to join the Axis. That's tempting. Oh, and you can see here. Uh-oh. The Italians made a smart move there. Oh. They really have made a very smart move. Smart move? A smart move into going after what is, well, going after Transjordan. Alright, let's see. Alright. Uh-oh. Yeah, I will do that right now. Alright, let's... What do I want to do? I should probably upgrade my... Get some aircraft going here. I don't know why I'm working on aircraft right now. It's like pretty much too late for that. See, I think they're going to try to. I think the Italians are going to try to do a pinch on the. They're going to attempt a pinch on the British. Which kind of makes me, kind of, I guess in a way, worried because now they can go after Iraq, which kind of seals my fate. So either I'll join the alliance, join the Axis, and not be able to really gain any territory. Or go after the Axis. Or go after the Allies. Oh, going after the Allies would be just complete suicide, of course, but it's out there. Alright, there we go. Okay, more 41 divisions coming. Being upgraded from 39. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna see what the United States does. Since they would be a huge factor in my decision making against the Axis. I know it's kind of lame, but they are really lacking. They are truly lacking. I'm curious where everybody is. There's like no defense, folks. They are completely defenseless. Oh, except at least they have a navy still. I mean, that was kind of the concept of the American foreign policy. Actually, not foreign policy, but national defense at the time. Compared to now, of course. At the time, it was pretty much have a weak army because they really had a weak army, and it made a lot of sense because they really had no threat, really, at landlocked, and if they did. They would result kind of to diplomacy, kind of, and also quasi wars, of course, like the pig war and things like that. All that little fun BS. But they always had a strong navy to at least, because they always thought the Europeans were a little bit more of a threat to the United States' sovereignty. I was going to do this because kind of keep an eye. And it was that one division that was taking all that land, huh? Wow. That's I don't know what to say about that. They took 4 provinces from the British with just 1 division of infantry. I guess it could have been worse, and it could have been just nothing but a militia. That would have really been embarrassing. Alright, so they got 28 stack here in Alexandria, on top of the fact that they have a level 6 fort, level 5 double A guns, and yeah, they're sitting kind of pretty right now. So they're pretty secured right now. The Italians probably need a bigger stack than that. However, I've taken on level 5 forts, but then again, they were the defenses were pretty minuscule at the time, so I wasn't really worried. And you can see here, I can actually take on the Italians. That is tempting. But I'm not, since I'm cheating right now, so I'm not really going to take advantage of that. It wouldn't be fair. I'm going to keep it at that. It wouldn't be fair at all if I did something like that. If they declared war on me, then fine, you know, they had it coming. But, until that happens, whatever. I think I don't think I have a truce. Yeah, I still got a truce with them. Till that fateful day. So I'm getting continued upgrades, which is nice. And then right here should totally be the last full-on upgrade. Okay, and then whatever's left. Come on. Thank you. There we go. Alright, so we got our entire military upgraded. So the Japanese are moving further west in China. kind of taking out the last bastion of resistance against the Japanese expansion. And Communist China pretty much falls, folks, and that secures the Japanese Empire there. Ah, interesting enough, Exebi Sama gets they get that part of the of Communist China. I did not know that. That is cool. In a way, I guess. Then again, I never really did care for Communist China, so. And you can see here, the Japan went to sign the Tripartite Pact. Germany was seeking only the agreement with Japan, which I guess makes sense because Italy's already in, so it's not like they really want Italy to sign the pact, but whatever. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Let's get the assembly line up and going. This would be you, that would be good for it. Yeah, I'm not going to let Imperial Petroleum Company do it. Okay, so go for it. Give me that 10 or 15 extra supplies. Alright, let's get... Do I want to get more... Yes, I need to get tanks. I should get tanks. Tanks are kind of cool. Let's see. I got 369 manpower. I get... Okay. That's not until 45. Huh. Okay. I got loads of energy right now. How much am I getting in from trade though? Trade for 248. Home produces 208 daily. Okay. And usage is. Ooh. So that trade does really support my ass. Fair enough. And it's pretty much the British that are doing it too. Well, British and the Americans. And Soviets. I'm getting oil from Portugal out of all places. How that works, I don't know. And Vichy, I'm trading with both Vichy France and France. Which, I guess you can't get any more interesting than that. So let's turn that off. So I don't see what my potential enemies are doing. I've got to go after somebody, I'm sure. But again, I'm going to wait for the United States decision. And what the unless the Germans kind of convince me otherwise, or the Italians convince me otherwise, which actually could go either way in that case. However, I'm going to not wait. Not going to really wait for that to happen, and I'm just going to kind of build up a little bit. Okay, so I can't build 5, 30. So I'll build 3 serial runs up from 9. I should build armor, but then again, being in the position I'm in, armor doesn't really do much. Maybe except for against Hungary, of course, but other than that, I would get seriously bogged down, so that's why I'm not really building armor. However, I'm still kind of curious about the armor at the same time, so I'm going to kind of upgrade whatever armor I have. And it looks like, okay, so the British took back what they what was taken from them, so none of that Italian BS going on in Transjordan right now. Wow, those are quite a bit of supplies. Oh well. Improved mountain divisions. Fair enough. Oh, there we go. let's decrease this. That works. Upgrade my mount division, and then that's a good pace, I think. It's always good when you're at peace to actually upgrade, and unless you really have the industrial capacity to do it during war, I wouldn't really highly recommend upgrading your troops during that time. Since you're unless you have enough industrial capacity to really do it. Do I really want to ally with the British, or do I want to ally with a country that was based off the Holy Roman Empire that they thought they were successors of, or do I want to and then also ally with a nation that thinks he's going to revive the Roman Empire? See, right here, Italy would be the complete turn-off of what I was pretty much doing. Because Mussolini's idea of trying to revive the Roman Empire is just really out there. I mean, considering, hey, look, Third Rome here, Constantinople, Nova Roma, meh. Oh, yeah. Actually, technically, Second Rome. Third Rome was in Moscow, up till the point where the Soviets actually took them out. And quite interesting enough for the Soviet Union, as much as Stalin was a complete jackass, and I don't think jackass really covers it, I'm sure I'm going to get probably some hate from, Stalin fans and things like that, but he did really, when he kind of did his little education reform in the Soviet Union, he really instituted a strong Byzantine history. So, I'm not sure if I could really give him I'm not going to really give him too much credit, what credit is due, but I do give him, I guess, 1% of 1% of good job to educating, the masses of Byzantine history. As you can tell, I'm kind of reprehensive in doing so, but so I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm giving too much credit right there, as is. But he did institute a Byzantine education during his time. Heavy Byzantine education, I remind you, because of the idea that Russia was before that was the Third Rome, and so technically, since the Byzantine Empire never fell, would Stalin institute a Byzantine education? That I really don't think he would, but who knows? So, considering the fact that Third Rome never existed, and because that Second Rome never fell, so yeah. So Nova Roma still exists in the form of Constantinople, and so even Mussolini's dream of trying to recreate the Roman Empire would just be pointless in this time period. So, in a nutshell, for Hearts of Iron 2, I think it could, if anybody really would be interested, I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to be a stretch, but if anybody was interested, they could actually change the story up just a little bit, considering of what Stalin would have thought at the time for Byzantine education, and also with Mussolini's idea of trying to recreate the Roman Empire. So there you go. Said what I need to say about that. Alright, so now we got this. Let's... I should go after Riviana, just, you know, another symbolic gesture. Alright. What else? I don't know, there's not really much else to say. Right now, I'm thinking. Ah, it's like I've always had Iceland now. Offer alliance. Doing just to do it like a third kind of a outside the major alliance with the United States. Oh god, that would just be insane. I think. All right, let's check out what the United States are up to right now, which probably would be absolutely nothing. What a surprise. So it's pretty much just a bombing campaign. Germany's bombing Britain, Britain's bombing Germany and France, and Canada's bombing France and Germany. So that's pretty much what's going to happen for probably the rest of this video. And I think Japan is kind of at peace right now. Yeah, they are. So for a while they were at war, and now they're at peace. This is pretty much the Japanese expansion right here, folks. Let's see if I can do it. Yep. In a nutshell, that's what the Japanese Empire looks like. And in a very, very much nutshell. And this is kind of one of the events I actually was talking about, I think a long time ago, about the production efficiency. It's kind of one of the custom events that actually I did find on Hearts of Iron, on the Hearts of Iron wiki, so HOI2 wiki. So I'm actually not going to take it. So there we go. But I think it's going to repeat itself. It's going to repeat itself anyway. So there you go. But damn, look at that, folks. For a little tiny island nation like Japan to actually take all of that, that is just crazy. That is just insane. But then again, instituting puppet states within each Chinese warlord, I guess it wouldn't be too bad. Especially taking out, partitioning Republican China like they did. But I don't know. That looked like that would have been a pain in the ass. Hello, Soviets. How you doing? Let's see what the border looks like. So Germany still technically outnumbers the Soviets on the border, which, if they continue to do so, they will declare war on the Soviet Union. Since we're in way past, I think we're kind of way past Barbarossa's real start events. I don't think they're gonna do it. I think it just might end this way, which could be unfortunate. So, and then once the Soviets kind of outstack the Germans any access, the Soviets will declare war. But until that ever happens, it's going to be the Soviets and Germans kind of respecting each other in a nutshell. I can definitely go after Hungary though. Ooh. See, this might change. See, and you can see there's nobody guarding the border here. It's like, what the hell are they doing? And then you got everybody on this. So you got really everybody on the far west and the far east of what Germany holds, and even some parts of the north. I don't know. Did they even add Finland? They haven't added Finland. And Finland's still a social conservative, which technically means they're still a democracy, so... and they're stacking on the Soviet border as well. Huh. I would think at this point that Finland would actually have been a parental autocrat. but they're not. Italy's still screwing around in Africa, which they're pretty much even on the troop numbers here in Alexandria and El Alamein, but no real advance because the British still have that level 6 defense, level 6 fort. So they're going to be stuck in a kind of at a dead heat right now. So everybody's pretty much stalled out at this point. Technically, the Germans would have invaded Yugoslavia with the help of the Italians, but since since we have a peace treaty with the Italians, they weren't really that much interested in doing so. However, it's just interesting, and yeah, Romania is a National Socialist, so do bear in mind that. Hungary's still fascist, of course. They're completely far right, but not much authoritarian as the Romanians are, or as the Germans. And there you go, folks, right here. Japan declares war on the United States, but not only that, they declare war on the Netherlands and the British. What does that mean? Well, that means that Allies are at war with the Japanese and the Germans. So quite an interesting predicament there. But on top of that, that doesn't really bring the United States against with the Allies. So yeah, shoot us off. Keep it off for a while. There we go. I should actually stack against the Soviets. We're even down here. Oh, yeah, let's stack down here. Stack here. Stack here. Oh. There we go. That works just fine. So the United States are now at war with the Japanese, but so is the Allies. So that's why they kind of declared war on on all three of the Netherlands, the British, and the United States, just in case. Trying to think of what I was going to say there until I lost my track of thought. Just in case that the United States wasn't in the Allies, that they would just declare war on all three. And traditionally, that's actually what happened anyway. Considering the Japanese did go after Hong Kong, and then all those fun territories, which I'm sure will happen eventually, right here. And then, of course, the invasion of Burma and Vichy going into India, or at least trying to. So the British are really overextended, and you can see France declared war on Madagascar, which. So yeah, so Vichy France and France are at war now. So you got a little French civil war going on now. So France is going to try to take back Madagascar. But since they had an event saying Madagascar is too far away in the Madagascar situation, Vichy France left the military alliance with Madagascar. So Madagascar is pretty much on their own. However, they're technically still in a war from despite the fact that they left the alliance. So kind of a bug there. So Vichy France and France are at war with each other, which I don't know if that really technically happened or not. I thought, if I remember correctly, I think Vichy France stayed out of the war till Operation Torch, but I know there were German collaborators, but I think they militarily, they stayed out of the war until Operation Torch, which they easily surrendered. Well, not really easily surrendered. They gave a fight to the Americans and the Allies that was invading Morocco, but never really put much of a fight later on. Wow, all my research is done. Shit. Fair enough. I thought they were all done already. Where have I been? Alright. I guess we can start frontline supply. Suffer a little bit of a penalty, but that will go away in 42. Once we hit 42 anyway. Just get motorized. I could upgrade my motorized divisions. Alright. And then we can also, yes. Now we can do this, the small arms assembly line, which decreases the build time for infantry of all kinds by a certain amount of days, especially artillery. Let's see. Can we have a? Okay, so we're good for it. Good. It's fine. Vehicle assembly line. OSA. So OSA is good for that. Alright. Not too bad. Very nice. Go for the M5 Stuart while leaving the Hotchkiss H-35 obsolete. Definitely pick that. And then, of course, the major decision, should I not? To tell you the truth, I will. And then that we're also at December 1st, 1941. We're closing in on 42, folks. I know there wasn't much action on my part in this one. However, there was quite a bit of action on the other parts. Now that the Americans are at war with the Japanese, things should really be picking up. And all those are obsolete. Okay. Let's do this. Since we're kind of a year behind. Yeah, a year behind on that. Alright. Alright, now, I want to see something real quick. Even. What is the United States at right now as far as army comparison? Alright, so we're 4th. Wow. That's a huge gap between me and the Germans right now. Then again, Germans do get a lot of free units. And then Liberia, okay. Let's move back up. Hungary. So they got 37 troops. Okay, 8 infantry, 7 motorized, and 18 garrisons, 4 HQs. I think I look at that right. Yep. Okay. Oh man. So the United States wasn't really prepared for it. But as you can see, they're sending their navy out quite a distance. Will it work? Doubtful, because they didn't really build up. So I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, they do have a lot of industry and a lot of resources. So United States alone can take care of its own without any real foreign trade, and as the Soviet Union can as well. So the United States can support a huge military without any help from foreign trade. Alright, so our peace treaty with Italy expired. Can I go after him again? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, okay. Let's, ooh, that's right. I could have shifted this. You know what? I'll do that in January so I can at least get a good reminder. I already got a full hawk, which means I'm getting the maximum I can as of technology, even including the technology of manpower. I could go a little bit more central planning to at least get. So we can at least get to the. More industry. More industrial supply out of it. So it's interesting. But more, if I go more standing army, the upgrade cost goes up. Unit organization bonus goes up. Gearing bonus goes down. Then again, there's not much to get geared to in manpower experience. I don't think I ever really looked up either on that. It's manpower experience. Okay. So we're approaching the close of 1941, going to 42. Britain really hasn't done too much here. I'm actually going to end the video real quick. Then once we come back, hopefully, wow, look at that. That's just. Oh, that is daft right there. Ooh, man. Poor Brits, jeez. They're just getting their asses kicked. Wow. So if I join the Allies, folks, I'm really going to get into the fight with the Japanese. Which, I really don't have too much of a navy to fight the Japanese, but hell, we'll fight the Japanese again. Because they already fought them in the Kaiserreich mod, so we'll fight them again here, I'm sure. If I join the Allies. If I join the Axis, I'm going to probably be fighting both the Allies. Well, I'm definitely going to be fighting the Allies and probably the Soviets a little later. Tough choice. Tough choice. Can I defend territory? No, I cannot. Okay. Let's see what. I want to save it right here. Let's see. Kind of get an idea of what I want to do. Let's. If I go central planning right now. Okay, that goes down. Give a little bit more space to allocate through my sliders there. Upgrade time and cost goes up though. That's the issue I have. So that takes a little bit longer to upgrade my troops, which actually I think I might be reading that wrong. Yeah. I've always had a problem with reading that. I don't know if it goes up, if the time actually goes up or actually goes down. I think it speeds up though. I'm not reading that right. Which is good. If that's the case. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna cut the video off right here since we're at 42. I will be coming back a little bit later. And what I'm going to do is try to exit out and then re-enter the game and see if that does anything to the AIs of either of the Axis allies or the Comintern. And if it does, it does, and you'll probably be in for a treat. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Then we'll just I'll figure something out to keep us entertained. Oh boy, that's going to be a task at hand. So with that, folks, I will see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed for right now, and I'll be back a little bit later for some more Hearts of Iron 2 with the Byzantine mod. I'll see you guys later.